I'm gonna beat you this time, Felix.
Not if I use my super fast fox legs.
That was quite the race. But now it's time for a different kind of adventure. Story time.
Yay! What's the story today, Auntie Agatha?
A tale of bravery and calm. A treasure hunt like no other. But first, you'll have to bring your listening ears.
Do we have to just sit here? Can't the story have running and jumping in it? I will get bored and sleepy just listening to a story.
Sometimes the best adventure starts when we sit still. Trust me, Finn, you might be surprised at what you'll discover.
Come on, Finn. Auntie's stories are the best. Maybe there's a hidden cave or even a dragon in the story.
Okay, but if there's no treasure involved in the story, I'm leaving.
Oh, there will be treasure all right, but it might not be what you expected. Well, let's begin. Once upon a time in a fantasy forest, a young fox named Fletcher heard a tale about the greatest treasure of all. He sets out to search for the treasure by himself.
Nice, treasures. Well, what kind of treasure are we talking about? Gold, a magical jewel?
Sure. Finn, let her finish.
It's natural to be curious, Finn. But Fletcher had to stay calm and focused to find the treasure. Do you think you could do the same?
I can. I'm great at being calm. When I'm asleep.
How about we make it a game? Every time you feel like moving, take a deep breath instead. Fletcher did that too. It helped him think clearly.
I'll do it. A nice deep breath, just like this.
Fine, but I still think playing tag is better.
Let's continue the story then. After hours of searching, Fletcher found an old stone bridge that matched the description in the tale he had heard. But standing in his way was a great wise owl. "To cross my bridge," said the owl, "you must solve this riddle. What belongs to you but is used by others?"
Oh, I know this one. It's...
Wait, don't tell me. Is it a map? No, wait, a lantern?
Those are clever guesses, Finn. But Fletcher had to think calmly. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and let his mind be clear.
Oh, that's smart. Did he figure it out?
He did. After a moment he said, "It's my name." And the owl smiled, stepping aside to let him cross the bridge.
That's pretty cool. But I would have just asked the owl to tell me and save some time.
Perhaps, but Fletcher knows rushing wouldn't help. Sometimes, Finn, slowing down and thinking things through can lead to the best answer.
See? Fletcher's smart like me.
You're just saying that because you already knew the answer.
Let's continue the story. As Fletcher crossed the bridge, the owl called out, "Remember, young fox, your greatest treasure lies in patience and calm." Fletcher nodded, tucking those words away for the challenges ahead.
Do you think Fletcher ever gets annoyed though? Like when he was waiting for the owl to move or something?
That's a good question, Finn. Maybe he did, but Fletcher reminded himself that being calm would help him more than being frustrated.
Kinda like when you tried to build that stick fort, but it kept falling. You were so frustrated that you even ended up throwing all the sticks into the water.
Hey, that fort wasn't even standing even when the mud had dried up. And I spent half a day building it from scratch.
Come on now, boys. Let's all take a deep breath like Fletcher did.
Oh, all right. Let's do it, Felix. Hey, that makes me feel better.
Now that we've all calmed down, let's continue with the story, shall we, boys?
Yes, please, Aunt Agatha. Where does the stone bridge take Fletcher to next?
Well, Fletcher approached the bridge and stood at the edge of the river. The water rushed and splashed upon further inspection, and the stones looked wobbly and uneven. It looks impossible to cross.
Oh no. What's he gonna do?
I bet he jumps really fast. Or maybe he built a bridge with magic vines.
Not quite. Fletcher remembered what the owl said about patience. So he sat down for a moment, watching the water and the stones carefully.
Why'd he just sit and watch? That's a waste of time.
Not at all, Felix. By sitting still, Fletcher noticed something important. The stones were wobbly, yes, but they moved in a pattern. He realized he could step at just the right moment.
I see. But what if the stones still move too much? Can he make it to the other side?
Then Fletcher would have tried again. It wasn't about getting it perfect for the first time. It was about staying calm and figuring out what worked.
So he didn't give up.
Exactly, even though he fell into the water a few times. Fletcher took a deep breath, stepped onto the first stone, and waited for it to steady before moving to the next.
I'd probably just jump all the way and hope for the best.
And that will probably make you fall into the river, Finn.
Yeah, maybe. But I'd still make it look cool.
Step by step, Fletcher made it across the river. When he reached the other side, he felt proud, not because it was easy, but because he stayed calm and tried his best.
Fletcher's kinda like me. I'm good at trying stuff.
Only when you're not busy asleep in the middle of it.
Hey,
You two young foxes are definitely as adventurous as Fletcher. And that's how Fletcher discovered his greatest treasure. Patience and calm. The end.
that was so cool. I wanna cross the river like Fletcher.
Yeah, me too, but without the sitting part. But that was a good story, as always, Aunt Agatha.
Hey, I know. Who would like to play by the river and cross the river like Fletcher did?
Oh yes. Let's go. I'll lead the way. Come on, guys. Okay, Finn, you go first. But remember, you can't jump all the way. You gotta do it like Fletcher.
Fine, fine. Watch and learn. Whoa! The river's so loud, and the stones are slippery.
Will he make it? Or will he fall into the raging water?
Huh, made it. No treasure yet though. Your turn, Fletcher Jr.
Careful, careful. I almost fall back there.
Step over there, Felix. Wait for the stone to stop moving. You got this.
Thanks, Fletcher. Finn.
You two are becoming quite the adventurers. Fletcher would be proud.
Maybe being calm isn't so bad sometimes. But only if it leads to treasure.
Or if it's fun.
What's on your mind, Finn?
I was just thinking. Fletcher was right. You don't have to run or jump around to find something cool.
Does that mean you'll sit still for the next story?
Don't pressure it, Aunt Agatha. But I'll do my best next time.